This is one of the most widely used metrics for self-storage buyers, sellers, and brokers when determining the value and price of a facility. The buyer typically wants to achieve a certain return on their capital invested in a property. However, ROI doesn't take into account the amount of work a property may need or the amount of management it may take to get a projected ROI for an individual property, but it does tell you an after-the-fact return on the money you put in a deal. ROI can be calculated on capital invested in expanding a facility or purchasing a facility. It can also be a combination of both. Projecting ROI on a property is done as an estimate up front and then calculated on the backside to determine how close the original estimates were. ROI can be calculated in a number of different ways. One is cash-on-cash return. It can also be calculated as an internal rate of return, or IRR, which adds in depreciation, future appreciation, and the value of the principal mortgage paydown. This is called the IRR, or internal rate of return, which gives a buyer an idea of the full rate of return a property can earn. Projecting rates of return is one of the key elements any buyer is going to use to determine an offer for any self-storage property. It's going to be significantly important if the buyer is raising equity or money from an outside source like investors. As a seller, knowing how to project and determine rates of return can be crucial to maximizing your potential sales price and giving buyers a benchmark to work off of in their due diligence process. We can help you determine and project ROI and IRR for your property based on today's existing financials and future years' financials, giving you a solid idea of value of your facility currently. Give us a call to discuss any questions you have regarding your property and how to maximize its ROI potential.